left guard probably the first day of spring. I was like, okay, let's go. So I'm still learning along the way, trying to knock the rust off a little bit, but it's a fun experience so far, and I love being with my guys.
How much have you played left guard as opposed to anywhere else?
Well, in high school, I was always left, and so when I came here, that's when I switched to right. So going back to left was a kind of like muscle memory again. So I'm just trying to learn everything I can, absorb everything I can from Coach Frye and all the guys who've done it before. Luke, Paris, DeJuan, and Matt. They've gone through it. They went through the whole season, so they're trying to give me advice on what to prepare for, what to look at.
Was it? You know, both guys switching. I mean, Paris is going to be next to you. He was on the right side last year. And what kind of chemistry do you think you guys have?
I think I have great chemistry. Paris is my guy. We're always trying to get extra work in to work on the little things. So if anything arises in practice or in any situation, we're there for it.
Was it difficult to have one offensive line coach your first year and now have two in 2 years? Has it been a little difficult for you guys, or how has that transition worked for you personally?
It's not too difficult. I loved Coach Dodd, our previous line coach, but now we have Coach Frye, and so he said that he's not trying to scrap everything we're doing. He respects everything that we've had so far, so we're just trying to build off what we have to make us the best players we can be.
How different do you feel now compared to last year when you were here in the spring? You jumped in, 5-star guy or expectations, but you haven't been here. I mean, how different do you feel now?
Right. This is my first spring, so trying to go through it with everybody and trying to take it all in. Obviously the expectations are there, but you come to Ohio State, there's always expectations. So I don't really let that bother me too much.
What are some of the biggest lessons you took from last year, as a freshman, and how are you kind of leaning on those maybe going into your second year?
My lessons last year was taking I wouldn't say watching, but taking examples from the older guys. Thayer Mumford, Nick Petit. I was always talking with them about what I could do better, what I could improve on, and they helped my game evolve a lot.
Are there specific things that you're tapping into from those guys that you learned?
There are a lot of things, more of hands, feet, striking points, stuff like that I learned from Thayer, and Nick helped me watch film in the proper way. Because coming in, I didn't know how to watch film like a college athlete, so he taught me how to do that so I could read everything.
Give us a hint. What do you mean? What do you see now you didn't see when you watch a video?
Well, when I watch film, he's like, you gotta watch more than just yourself. You gotta watch the guy opposite of you, the opposite lineman. You gotta watch the defensive lineman. So it's just not being so centered on what you're doing. You gotta watch the bigger picture.
Look how pretty that guy is, man, as you watch everybody else.
Yeah.
Well, is there such a thing as a natural guard? You know what I mean? There's such thing as a natural tackle, a natural guard, a guy suited to play that position.
Well,
in your opinion,
I don't really think there's a natural anything. You can play it or you can't, I would say. And we have guys.
It's kind of the same thing, though. Go ahead, though.
Yeah, it's we have guys who can play every position. We had Paris playing guard last year, and he was phenomenal at it. Now he's playing tackle, and he's just as good at it. Yeah. So I just got to fill in and fill the expectations as a Ohio State offensive lineman and keep it going.
What's your wingspan?
I want to say 6'11". Yeah, 6'11", 7 foot. I'm pretty sure it's around there.
The point of playing every position, if they needed you to play left tackle in those situations, do you think you could do it?
Well, I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to say no, I can't do it. But if they need me to play tackle, I'll pop out the tackle. But I'm playing whatever Coach Frye, Coach Jay tells me to play.
Does that length, that basically 7 foot wingspan that you make up for the fact that you're not necessarily 6'6", 6'5", and I think that would use
it's all technique. It's all technical with Coach Frye, and so if you have the technique for it, he thinks you can play it. You're gonna play it.
How ready do you feel you are with this whole?
I feel like I'm ready. I'm learning every day. I'm Coach Frye calls it repeat offenders. So if you make the same mistake every day, then you're a repeat offender. So I try not to be a repeat offender when it comes to my mistakes. And so just getting better every day, 1% better every day is what my goal is at right now.
What do you bring to the guard spot that you think maybe sets you apart a little bit, where you really can sink your teeth into it?
Well, at the guard position, I feel like I work best because it's the guy's right in front of me. Basically, I don't gotta go get him. So if the guy's right in front of me, I can put my hands up, I can start driving my feet, and then that can help create drive and push for our O-line. So anything to help the team, I'm ready to do it.
Across the line from you, who has just jumped out at you? We're hearing Tyleek's having a pretty good spring. Michael Hall. I mean, who's jumping out at you?
Tyleek's my roommate, so I hear everything that happens in practice with him. But Tyleek's the whole D line, I would say, is a great people to go against. Iron sharpens iron, and the D line is a perfect example of that. I can jump from Tyleek to Toron to Jaden to Jerron, and I get the same intensity from everybody. So it's not a single guy that stands out to me. It's like everybody's working just as hard, in my opinion.
Donovan, to have two natural tackles, I guess, playing guard last year, and you trying to learn guard at college level for the first time, is there something that you can take away from like their versatility that showed you like what you need to do to get to their level last year?
Yeah, I'll say they were really good at moving in space, and so I felt like that was something I had to work on a little bit coming in. And so they taught me, like I was saying, like aiming points and tracks you got to take to get to the second level.
Do you know how many plays you were in on last year as that 6 offensive lineman? It wasn't very many, but like there was a few. Like, I guess what I'm trying to ask is like, how valuable was that for you? Was there a lot of value to it of having game experience, or do you just kind of look at that as they were almost like one-off plays in this offense last year? Like, how valuable was that experience for you, just to be in for a few plays here and there?
That was very valuable. I would say like mentally and physically. Mentally being in a stadium that holds more than just Texas Stadium, but physically, going against guys who are not the people you go against every day, and seeing the defense as you read it, as you do on film. So those reps I took in game, I took to heart, and I took the experience and tried to grow from it.
Were you guys lobbying for that 6-man offensive line more last year? Were you guys asking for it more?
I mean, that's up to Coach Wilson. I talked to him a little bit, but he was like, we'll get you in, we get you in.
Do you like the number 41? That's what you were, right?
Oh, yeah, the 41. I remember my dad bought 2 jerseys, about 74 and 41. So, yeah, I'm not trying to wear 41 again. I'm trying to stick to 74.
Did you get that retired for you now?
If they tell me to put it on, but hopefully it stays in the closet.
Describe to me your mentality when you're just lined up against somebody. I mean, what's your feeling like when you're like snatched about to happen?
When it's about to happen, I feel like I go into some type of zone almost. I feel like the team's relying on me. The O-line's relying on me to get a push. Trey's relying on me to make a lane. So I feel like I have to put it on my back, and it's my responsibility as an hostile offensive lineman to get that person out of there. So it's the strain of it is what I really appreciate. And so getting them out is what I really love.
Is it like I just want to block the guy, or I want to just crush him and crush his spirit?
No, I want to. No, don't get me wrong. I want to crush him. I want to run through him. I want to go to him and get to the second guy past him.
Right.
But having that responsibility is what I really love.
What's your first impressions, I guess, through 7 practices, 8 practices now of the way Coach Frye teaches? It seems like, heard from a lot of people, there's like, putting things into buckets, trying to make everything really simple, then to build up to the bigger picture. What are you getting from him right now that you kind of jumps out at you?
From Coach Coach Frye, he tries to build from the foundation up. So he's like, we're gonna work on the simple things and build from there. So obviously it's springtime. It's not fall camp yet. So it's like it's room for improvement. So if it's feet we gotta work on, we're gonna work on feet, then we're gonna work on hands, and then once we got that, we're gonna start working them together. And so getting it step by step and then putting it together. And so we can see it in individual drills, and then we go into team period. It's almost you can see the transition from it.
Did you have like a goal weight that you wanted to get to, or are you right where you need to be right now? Like what's your goal playing weight for September 3rd?
I ended last year at around 300, and coming into this off season, Coach making the strength test said I had to be heavier. So my goal weight is at 315. I'm sitting there right now.
Do you struggle with that, or do you fluctuate a lot, or is that somewhere where you can comfortably sit?
Not too big a fluctuation. I'm sitting there comfortable like 315, 312 range. I bounce a little bit in between that range, but I still stay there.